You like James Hetfield from Metallica? You want to look just like him? I know, maybe a white Flying V or a white Explorer will help. The Gibsons are too expensive though. Fear not, you have the Edwards Flying V and the Edwards Explorer. Although this one is not actually white. That's a wrap. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, a friend of mine is gonna demonstrate these two side by side later in the tone demo, so be sure to check that out. Both of them are in E-flat standard with 1046 Dunlop strings and Seymour Duncan blackout pickups. She claims that her right hand is a little bit slow today, so luckily none of these will catch fire. On to the Edwards Explorer, and I've already reviewed one of these in the stained Nevada brown color. Don't let this one fool you, it is stained cloudy black that has been wrapped by a guy that does cars. It is made to resemble James Hetfield's more beer Gibson Explorer, and it even has the same sticker with the same font. Everything else on it, including the hardware, the pickups, the knobs, the three-way switch, are stock. And honestly, I must say the guy who wrapped it did a good job. There are some flaws, but they don't matter because this guitar is used on stage by my friend who has a Metallica tribute band. And when the stage lights hit it, you cannot tell that this is not the original color. He messed up a little bit around the pickups because I think he didn't remove them when he was doing the wrap job. I think he did a good job, it's not making the guitar look cheap, and the best thing, because this is stained cloudy black, the headstock is black as well, resembling James's guitar even further. The back is not that complicated, so he probably only had the electronics compartment lit to worry about. Lucky break on the neck joint for him as well, because it flushes with the body. It looks like a set through neck construction even though it's a set neck. Naturally, he didn't wrap the back of the neck. It has the smooth feel of the original finish. I'm not gonna go into too much detail about the Edwards brand and this particular model because I've already reviewed one of them. These are made for the Japanese market in Jixi, China, ESP's own factory. As of this moment, they are discontinued. I've already reviewed one in the beautiful stained Nevada brown color. You can check that video out for more information about the origin, brand and models. On to the specs. I always give you those when they're available in the official website. You can check them out, I'm gonna leave them on screen for a couple of seconds. The price you can see under this picture, 125,000 yen, given the name 125D. Now on to the review. Here we go again, Explorer shaped body made out of mahogany, mahogany neck with a set neck construction, rosewood fingerboard, 24.75 inch scale length, 12 inch radius, 22 frets. Dot inlays, Goto tuners, Explorer headstock, Seymour Duncan blackout pickups, the original ones, the original hardware, Goto, Japan. A master volume, master tone, a three-way switch, and obviously this one has been wrapped. Immaculate routing job by Edwards again. They always do this. I think I kind of see a long neck tenon, but I have to confirm it from another angle. You can also see the routing for the quick connect system of the Seymour Duncan blackout pickups. Comparing it to the Nevada stained brown that I reviewed, it shouldn't have a long neck tenon, but I'm seeing this line over here. Since we're in this general area, here's a better look of the seam lines of the wrapping material. I imagine that even these are flat surfaces, it's not that easy to do, especially when you're used to doing cars, not guitars. Again, he could have done a little bit better job around the pickups, but I think he didn't remove the pickup rings when he was wrapping it. The original set of Seymour Duncan blackout pickups, and these had been made in late 2014, the 25th of August to be exact, which leads me to believe that this was made in late 2014. This is the next Seymour Duncan, designated with the N letter. This is the bridge one. There are some marks from the strings on top. B, made in the same date. Here's what I meant about the wrap job around the pickup rings. I think he didn't remove them when he was wrapping the guitar. It's fine though, you cannot see that when the guitar is on stage. Let's measure the pickups, but first I've replaced the battery. The bridge blackout measures at 19.8. The neck is at 19.8 again. Middle position 17. Wow, 18. We got the original black hardware made in Japan by Goto, Nashville style of bridge, metric, adjustable by a thumb wheel with a screwdriver as well. The original tailpiece made by Goto in Japan, black. Black knurled metal knobs for the pots, They are installed in place by a flat head screwdriver. These are pretty comfortable to me, they rotate pretty fast. Here's the 3-way switch. Mahogany neck with a set neck construction and rosewood fingerboard, side dot inlays. The fingerboard has this acrylic plastic dot inlays, which kind of look like metal, depends on which angle you look at them. The frets are kind of okay, and look at that, a bone nut, I love this. This white truss rod cavity that I'm used to seeing on most ESP and Edwards guitars, one-way adjustable truss rod. Not too much going on, Goto black tuners. The only place that has the Edwards logo on it has been masked off. Remember, we're going for a Gibson Explorer theme, so this is okay. It is paying a tribute to this Explorer that used to belong to James in the 80s, and I think it's doing an okay job. The nut is 42.5mm wide or 1.67 inch. The 12th fret is at 51.8mm or 2.03 inches. Thickness at the first fret 21.5mm, but remember this one has a volute, so if we measure on the second fret, it should be thinner at 20.2mm or 0.79 inch. The thickness at the 12th fret is 23mm or 0.90 inch. Measures chunky but feels thin. Thickness of the body 38.1mm with the wrap, 1.5 inch. The fingerboard radius is a solid 12 inch 305mm, comfortable for me. Neck profile feels thin, has a little bit of a shoulder to it, it is a U shape. The back is wrapped as well, but the wrapping stops near the neck joint. Not much to see back here besides the electronics compartment, which is always immaculately done with Edwards guitars. In here we got the 3-way switch, the electronics for the Seymour Duncan blackouts and the output jack. Here's a better look of that perfect routing. Remember, the woodwork is done in China, Jixi, in ESP's factory. The hardware, electronics and setup are done in the Japanese factory. This foam is installed there as well. It has been cut to accommodate for the lines of the 9-volt battery. Here's the electronic compartment with the 9-volt battery in it. And this is the cover. The covers are done by the Japanese factory and they're always perfect. Look at this. I can use it as a vanity mirror. The output jack has a black rectangular plate and these are Schaller strap buttons. I think they're a replacement. The high fret axis is good even though they have only 22 frets. Here's the neck joint. It flushes to the body. It looks like a set through neck construction, but it is a set neck. Then we got a naturally finished neck. This is the original color, stained cloudy black. This is the actual color of the guitar without the wrap. Yes, this one has a volute, comfy. Back of the headstock, Goto tuners, ED serial number, and there's no made in Japan sticker, it has been removed. ED serial number indicates that it was made in the Jixi factory in China in 2014. And I'm gonna give you guys a better look at the Goto tuner. The hardware is original and it has been installed in Japan. I'm gonna set this Edwards in E flat standard with 1046 Dunlops. This one weighs at 7.25 pounds, a little bit heavier than the Nevada Stain Brown, but I think it's because of the wrap. Now let's hear it! As promised, my friend is gonna A/B test both.
Okay.
wrote that last riff, you can check her out on Instagram. Now I'm gonna bore you with some more Metallica. There you go, both sounded fantastic. I think I heard a little bit more low mids with the Explorer, but that's just me. The difference between both can be easily compensated through the amp. I can tell you which one did we prefer, but this is not because of the sound but because of the playability and the shape. The Explorer naturally was a little bit more comfortable for both of us to be playing sitting down. Overall, Lini prefers the Explorer and I have to agree with her. This shouldn't surprise you though, I liked the Nevada Brown that I've reviewed. And this one, I think it's even more interesting with the wrap job. I've said this in my previous video when I've reviewed the Flying V. I think that Edwards are on par with the ESPs. Even though the woodwork is done in ESP's Chinese factory, I think these guitars are on par with a lot of expensive ESPs, and they even surpass them in some cases. I'm lucky to have reviewed both colors, the Stained Cloudy Black and the Nevada Brown. I think there is a white color, I've seen it in the guitars of James Hetfield group, somebody bought one, so if I find one, I'm gonna review that as well. I like these guitars that much, I wanna do every color of them. I wanna thank Lini for this collaboration, make sure you guys check her Instagram out.